We all should be eating more fibre, and Jo is here to show us one of her fabulous recipes that is packed full of fibre.
It is indeed. It's from my new book, The Fibre Factor.
It's a fantastic book.
And I have tried to give lots of practical tips here to show actually how delicious it is, because I think lots of people think fibre is going to be dull, boring, sort of cardboard food.
Yes, yeah.
But actually, it's about real food. It's about food in its natural form, and it really is delicious.
So what have we got here that is packed full of fibre?
So if you could start chopping the sweet potato, and we're leaving the skin on. All fruits and vegetables, when you can leave the skin on, do so. Because that's where a lot of the fibre is. But a lot of the antioxidants too are just below the skin. Right. So we've got other veggies. I'm going to chop some red onion and some capsicum. And then I'm going to use barley. But, you know, in Scotland, we eat a lot of barley. And although it takes a little bit longer to cook, it's so nutty and chewy, and it keeps its flavour. So I'm going to show you how to use this in this lovely salad.
Okay.
So I'm just going to slice the red onion.
So why do you think Aussies are just not getting enough fibre in their diet?
Well, you know what, in the early part of the book, I basically talk about what happened to fibre.
Yeah.
And it was really in our kind of quest for modernising food, and our quest to kind of make food last longer on shelf, be able to be in packets, cook quicker, be fluffy and white, and all that stuff. Actually, inadvertently, we chucked away some of the best parts of the plant.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what else? I think also we didn't realise how important the gut microbiome is. We, you know, even in my career, you know, when I first was at university doing my Bachelor of Science, we talked about the gut microbiome and the importance of the gut microbiome, but we didn't really know what it was doing. So fast forward to today, and there's so much more information about why, effectively, we don't just feed ourselves, we have to feed the gut microbiome too. And that's where fibre comes in.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about gut health, and there's a good reason for that.
Absolutely.
It's like the centre of everything, really, isn't it?
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah. And even amazing to me, when I was doing all the research for the book, I uncovered things that I didn't know about fibre's involvement and the gut microbiome's involvement. So sometimes fibre's got a direct effect, sometimes it's via the gut microbiome, influencing everything from your brain health to your heart health to your detox pathways.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't know that. How's your little one with eating all these different veggies and things?
Oh, how long do you have? I'm going to talk about this. Constantly trying to get those veggies into him. He's pretty good, but just like all kids, they need to get more fibre in. And a lot of people say, don't hide the veggies. You know what? I'm all for getting those veggies in one way or the other. And that means grating carrots with the skin on, just like you've done here with your sweet potato, leaving it on, roasting it. As long as they're eating it, it's a good sign, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, how long are we baking that in the oven for?
So I've got the oven preheated to 200, and I'm going to cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes, just until it's lovely roasted and starting to caramelise a little. So those are nicely caramelised. There's a beautiful smell. That's when you always know your roast veggies are ready, right?
Love that.
So even if you've got leftover veggies from, you know, dinner the night before, use them into a salad like this.
Yep. And the herbs that I've just been picking, coriander and parsley, fantastic. And I've just lightly chopped through them, so we've still got a little bit of
texture, because you want some of that sort of leafy green. And putting loads of herbs and spices, but you know, herbs are adding to the fibre, in fact, but they're also adding lots of antioxidants and other of those phytonutrients. So, you know, not only are they adding flavour, they are actually also adding nutrition.
And we've also got some rocket here too, so I'm just mixing those together.
Beautiful. A little lovely pile of green. So I'm just going to whisk up a dressing here. We've got that grated garlic.
Yep.
If you're not a fan of raw garlic, just leave it out.
Okay.
I'm putting in some extra virgin olive oil.
Lots of that.
Some mustard, which is actually a natural emulsifier, so it helps bring together that lemon juice. A little bit of salt and pepper in there. Dressings are so easy to make yourself at home. I never understand buying a dressing.
Never have, and I'm very happy to preach it over and over again, because you've got the basics: olive oil, vinegar, and mustard. You don't even need mustard, but mustard. Just having that there just really elevates any salad.
So now I've cooked my barley. Literally bring a pan of boiling water to a boil. Pop in your barley in there, give it a bit of a stir, and then it will take about 45 to 60 minutes to cook, and see how it keeps its form.
Yeah.
It doesn't disintegrate into nothing. So it's lovely and chewy and just gives texture. Nutty is the word we're looking for.
Beautiful.
So in this goes into our bowl. And then in goes our roast veggies.
Just love all the colours too.
delicious eating. You know, it's plant-rich. I like plant-rich rather than saying plant-based. I'm going to pop on our dressing. Yep. And then if you toss in your greens there.
Oh, she's getting full.
And then our last little secret ingredient are these preserved lemons. So you peel off the pulp and then it's just the skin of that preserved lemon. And it just gives that nice little tang to the salad. Oh, this is probably a better idea. Well, sometimes it's easier just to get your hands in there, to be honest. But anyway, I shall try and be, you know, elegant and use this. Shouldn't be swimming in dressing. No. The dressing is there to elevate the dish. And remember, we roasted the veggies in our extra virgin olive oil too. The other thing I'd say is make sure you're using a really good extra virgin olive oil because it's adding to the flavour. And the lovely thing I can also say about extra virgin olive oil is actually helping you to absorb all the fat-soluble nutrients, including lots of those antioxidants, are actually fat-soluble. So without any dressing, just means that you're not going to absorb all of those nutrients. So it's adding flavour, but it's also, you know, making it all, the whole dish, more delicious and more nutritious.
Fantastic. She's not only a great cook, she just knows everything about wine.
Everything.
I just learned so much off you when you come on the show, and it's just really important messaging too. And we're so lucky in Australia to have such great produce.
We've got amazing produce in Australia. You know, that's the way to really get that diversity. Food should be a wonderful part of our day, not another thing to stress about. So, you know, have fun in the kitchen.
Absolutely. Have a taste. So good. You know what? Sweet potato. We shouldn't be peeling it. I just got a little caramelised, almost tastes like candy, that skin, once it's been roasted in the oven. And that preserved lemon really just makes it extra special.
I'm glad you agree with me on preserved lemons. I've actually got a recipe in the book for making them yourself.
Fantastic. I haven't tried that, so I will. High-fibre salads, all the rage. Try that one. It's fantastic.